Have you ever stared at a blank page for 30 minutes, knowing exactly what you wanted to say, but not knowing how to write it in English? You know hundreds of words. You understand English movies. You can even have conversations. But when it comes to writing, your mind suddenly becomes empty. If this sounds like you, this story might completely change the way you learn English.
Welcome back to Hani English Stories. Today, we're going to listen to the story of Ethan, a young man who dreamed of studying abroad. His speaking was good, his listening was even better, but there was one problem that kept destroying his confidence: writing. For years, he believed he simply wasn't talented, until one old teacher showed him 5 simple habits that completely changed everything. Let's begin.
Every evening after work, Ethan sat at the same wooden desk. A notebook, a laptop, a dictionary, and a cup of coffee. He promised himself he would practice English writing for 1 hour. Instead, he spent 40 minutes thinking about the first sentence. Whenever he finally wrote something, he immediately deleted it. It sounds stupid. My grammar is terrible. Native speakers will laugh at this. By the end of the hour, he usually had only 3 or 4 sentences. Some nights, he wrote nothing at all. Yet strangely, he could easily watch English YouTube videos without subtitles. He understood podcasts. He chatted with international friends online. Everyone thought his English was good. No one knew how much he struggled whenever he had to write. The next weekend, Ethan visited a small secondhand bookstore. He wasn't looking for anything special. He simply wanted to clear his mind. Near the language section sat an elderly man reading a worn notebook. The old man noticed Ethan holding an IELTS writing book. Preparing for the exam? Ethan smiled weakly. I'm trying, but writing hates me. The old man laughed. No, you hate writing. Ethan looked confused. The man introduced himself as Mr. Howard. He had taught English writing for over 30 years. Then he asked a strange question. How many pages have you written this year? Ethan thought for a moment. Maybe 20? Mr. Howard nodded. And how many hours have you spent watching videos about writing? Ethan laughed awkwardly. Hundreds. The old teacher closed his notebook. There's your answer. You've been studying writing, but you haven't been writing. The story continues with 5 lessons Ethan learns. Lesson 1. Write every single day, even if it's only 5 sentences. Lesson 2. Stop chasing perfect grammar. Focus on expressing clear ideas first. Lesson 3. Steal sentence patterns, not entire essays. Great writers learn by imitating good structures. Lesson 4. Read more than you write. Good writing begins with good input. Lesson 5. Rewrite your old paragraphs. Real improvement happens during editing, not during the first draft. Throughout the story, Ethan slowly transforms from someone afraid of writing into someone who enjoys expressing his ideas. His IELTS score eventually rises from band 5.5 to band 7.5, not because he became a genius, but because he built consistent habits. Months later, Ethan opened one of his old notebooks. He smiled. The grammar mistakes were everywhere. The vocabulary was simple. The sentences were awkward. But something surprised him. Every page represented courage. Every mistake represented practice. Every paragraph represented growth. He realized something that changed his life forever. Great writers are not people who never make mistakes. They are people who keep writing despite making mistakes. The blank page was never his enemy. Fear was. And the day he stopped fearing mistakes, he finally became a writer.
So, what's the biggest lesson from Ethan's story? If you want to improve your English writing, don't wait until you know enough vocabulary. Don't wait until your grammar becomes perfect. Write today. Write tomorrow. Write again the day after that. Because every excellent writer once stared at an empty page, just like you. If you enjoyed today's story, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Hani English Stories, and leave a comment below. I will write today. Thank you for listening. See you in the next story.